Yeah. You know what comes a time in every man's life when we ready to settle down and make things right, but only for that special one. Heard you, but y'all want to keep playing games with these lames. So make your next move your best move, cause we the best dudes. Oh yeah, don't settle for less, babe. I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out, don't you settle for less. What up, beauty queen? You know I really wanna invite you to my world and show you my unique persona. We can get together, steam it up like a sauna. Take you on the natural high, no marijuana. Just a bottle of wine, some ice chill Prosecco. You holding on to that lame dude, you should let go. Who you was gonna be mine from the very get-go. I'm trying to make you white because you special. You got the best glow. Designer fresh clothes. Make your own dough. Own your home dough. Vehicle is fully paid for. That frame flame though. Selfie queen. You know your angles. Red bottom heels. 5 diamond encrusted bangles. We got the same goals. Copping land and counting bankrolls. Creating generational wealth. So our seeds grow. I know your needs though. And you know mine's the same. It's an honor and a privilege to give you my last name. I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out. Don't you settle for less. Drinks and shopping sprees, you know that's mandatory. I'm trying to open your mind, peep the allegory. They say that love don't last, so let's change the story. I send my heart out to you, please come for me. Let's take control of our love, no conforming. Late night love sessions lasting till the early morning. Cooking breakfast, but naked eggs, bacon and toast. Fried potatoes and onions, girl, I love you the most. When my body be aching, you rub the pain out. Roll up the Dutchess for me while I pour champagne out. I pour my heart and my soul, plus my pain out. You got a real one right here, so leave them lanes out. Easy gonna be, girl, you be. Please stop with the games. The mother ladies wasting your time, girl. Why they know we even in your phone? They always think it's time. You should just fuck with me. So don't settle, don't settle, don't settle for love. Stacks with the facts. Eating me. Real contender. RJ Adonis. Singing the hooks and the vibes. Yeah. To all my ladies. Don't settle for less, babe. Don't let a wintertime hangout turn into a summertime bang out. You know what I mean? Get you one that's gonna be there every season, baby. Don't settle for less. Know your worth, baby. I can love you better than you can. Don't settle for less, baby. Take you from the back. Know your self-worth. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. Yeah, why the now? Don't you settle for less. Yeah. What up? You already know what it is. It's your brother, Frontal Berry, a.k.a. Stocks with the Facts, and we here Thursday night, ladies night. You dig? Tap in and walk with me. You understand me? Ladies night, and we here, man. We definitely gonna get straight to it. What's good with y'all? How y'all doing out there, man? Hey, you talking about, man? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. What's going on with everybody?
How y'all enjoy this scorcher of a day today? 94 degrees today in my city, man. I said, you know what? I'm about to head to the crib, man. You know what I'm talking about? And get on up out of this heat. You hear me, man? It's too hot today. You understand me, man? Too hot today. You know? Too hot today. You need smash that like button, y'all. Click the bell, subscribe to the page. We're gonna get to it, man. Hey, man, how y'all feeling today, man? How y'all doing? How y'all enjoyed last night's show, man? I've been getting them emails, man. People saying, hey, man, thanks for letting me know about you in Agenda 2030, man. Thanks for putting me up on game about this, man. You hear me, man? All right. Talk to them, man. What y'all think about tonight's show, man? Have women benefited from supporting the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda? I think it's a fair question, personally. You know, I think it's a very fair question. You know, has y'all, ladies, have y'all benefited? And if so, how? And if so, how? Is the question. How have y'all benefited? If any benefits whatsoever, right? You know, I think it's a fair question, man, if you ask me. I think it's a fair question. Would you agree or would you not? Huh? You know, it's not even a trick question. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a trick question for at this point, man. Because you know, with all the situations going on right now concerning this topic that we're talking about tonight, you know, you'd be hard pressed to come up with something to prove this or disprove or to, you know, whatever. Uh, have women benefited from supporting the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda? Put a number 11 in the chat if you say yes. Put a number 12 in the chat if you say no. Right? You need. Man, this is a crazy topic tonight, man. And let me just say this first too, man, before we get into it, right? Let me just be clear. All right. Let me just be clear. All right. I ain't got nothing against the LGBTQ community as far as you know, them living their lives however they see fit to do that. Nobody's gonna tell me how I should live my life, so would I look like telling somebody else how they should live theirs? Never gonna do that. Never gonna condemn them for living their life that way they do either. That's not up to me. That's up to them and the Most High, right? But I will never ever bite my tongue in reference to speaking about such matters. I'm not gonna hold no cards against anybody, and I'm definitely gonna say what it is and what it is. Notice I said that twice. I'm definitely gonna keep it 1,000. And you know, like I said, this ain't in no way, shape, or form meant to offend anybody who identifies with the LGBTQ community. But understand, and I understand that there's a difference between the LGBTQ LMNOP Barbecue Committee agenda and the actual LGBTQ community, right? Just understand that there is a difference. But like I said, it ain't enough for me to condemn anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I'm really speaking on that which is true, right, and exact. So if you feel any type of way about that, that's on you. You got to deal with that. But you know, it is what it is, man. We're gonna get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Just not so much as Pops was good. Oh, I know this is a good time. I got some emails about this, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. You know. And listen, y'all, man, YouTube really is tripping, right? On the YouTube, on the copyright things. So from now on out, there's gonna be some changes, man. You know what I mean? From now on out, we will only be playing E&E music. All right. Due to copyright situations. E&E Tuesdays. I'm gonna have to get with L. We're gonna have to do them another way, y'all, because I know y'all like the hip hop Tuesdays, man, but it's so much to go along with that with them copyrights, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're gonna have to take that to Patreon or something, man. I keep telling y'all, that's why I keep having a Patreon scrolling at the bottom of the screen, man. Y'all gonna have to sign up for that Patreon. And we're gonna have to take that Hip Hop Tuesdays over there to Patreon, man. You know, I'm gonna figure it out tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna have to do something about we're gonna have to do something about these Hip Hop Tuesdays, man. We're gonna figure it out though, man. But what y'all know? What y'all know about this though? The title of the show tonight, man. Right? Right? I don't want to just get shorts, man. Uncle Diggity in the building. What's good? My brother Uncle Diggity in the building, man. You already know what it do and what it is, man. Y'all sit up here and fall up in here. All right? I'm trying to figure out why I want to put this in. It's only sending me to the shorts. What y'all think about the title of the show, man? Huh? Y'all ready to go? All right. Think about it, though, y'all, man. Think about it. Have women benefited from supporting the LGBTQ LMNOP Barbecue Committee agenda? And have they benefited from supporting any of this stuff? Oh, it's all good. Go ahead, just put them in the comment section, Pops. You know we ain't tripping, man. All engagement is wanted. All engagement is needed. So y'all engage in the comment section, man. Talk amongst yourselves, man. You know what I'm talking about? Do that. Everybody fall up in here, man. Come up out of them clouds. You hear me? Come up out of them clouds, man. Come up out of them clouds, man, and speak your piece. We're going to open up the panel here at the hour mark, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to open up the panel. All y'all ladies is tapping in. Y'all can come up here and address this, man. Everybody want to address this, man. I noticed when us brothers, you hear me? I noticed when us real ones have shows, similar to this when we're talking about the night, shows like this that really are shows geared towards, you know, engaging women. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all be hearing this stuff, and I know y'all see it because I look at my analytics, and I know I got not a huge women audience, but I got a decent percentage. It shocked me when I look at my analytics and I see how many chicks tap in. Oh, gee, what it do, man? And I'm like, this is how I be saying what I be saying. Like, y'all come on in and tap in. I know when y'all ladies hear real ones chopping it up, y'all want to come in. But when y'all realize y'all listening to the real ones, y'all know it's a different way. Y'all got to come in if y'all going to come in. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't over here, ain't like none of the other platforms where these dudes will just let y'all come up here and just say whatever you want to say and, you know, going all the back and forth and all the, no. We're not doing any of that over here, man. Ladies are more than welcome to come up here and speak their piece as long as you're respectful, all right? And as long as you're on topic, right? And as long as you can articulate yourself and validate your reason and your position, hey man, you're more than welcome to come up here and speak your piece, you know. But we critical thinkers over here, so as soon as you start saying some dumb shit, we're gonna shut that down. As soon as you start saying some dumb stuff, that's down. Let me say this too, y'all. Right? Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go grab my water real quick. Grab my H2O. And that's some high quality H2O right there. That's some high quality H2O. My brother Uncle Diggity said, oh, y'all just saying what's up to each other. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Y'all sit up there and y'all say what's up to each other, man. Y'all chat amongst yourselves in the comment section, man. You hear me? All right. All right. Listen to this.
Quick story time. I said to my brother, "You are so lucky. You are not born a biological female. Periods suck." My mom interrupted, "What is with your generation? Women get periods, not biological females." I replied, "But some women don't get periods, and some men get periods too. Or you could be born intersex and get a period." My sister added, "Plus, trans women exist." My mom said, "Gender is biological, and for some reason, your generation is trying to change that. Gender is actually a social construction. It is not biological." So these kids were spot on. For story time, I said,
and mind you, this is a chick saying this. Girls, y'all done sit up there and tricked y'all's way out of y'all own. Y'all done tricked yourselves out of your own position, man. All right?
"Mom, I have something important to tell you. Can't wait."
All right. Understand, man. Ask yourself the question, man. Why is it sending this to me? Why is it doing this? Let me see if I put this in. Oh no, it's acting weird. Yeah, it's doing some weird stuff, man. I don't know what this is all about, so this is crazy. All right. All right.
Now listen, Pride Month is not a new thing. They've been celebrating Pride Month for many, many years, and most American conservatives had no issue with it until it became forceful, until it became the need for acknowledgement, the need for forced celebration, the need for forced validation. That's when you lost people. And then we took LGB and then we added LGBTQIA+++, and then we included men who dress up like women and mock women like influencer Dylan Mulvaney. And then a lot of American conservatives just said, listen, we've had enough. It's okay if you're proud of your sexuality, but why do I have to be proud of your sexuality? That's where you lost a lot of folks. And
that was old girl Tommy Lauren, man, with her fine ass, man. You hear me? Tommy Lauren's a firecracker. They call it a firecracker, right? Right? Y'all done tricked yourself out of the positions, man. When we listen to these ladies, these chicks, we starting to get a good depiction of they absolutely have not benefited from the LGBTQ LMNOP or Q committee agenda. Let's go.
I'm watching a video of Serena Williams. She says, Andy Murray called me and said, let's play a match together. And Serena says, honestly, Andy, I don't want to play against you because it'll be a 5-minute match. You'll beat me 6-0, 6-0. It won't even be close. I don't want to compete against men because I'll lose. I want to compete against women. It's not even fair. And then David Letterman and the audience is quiet. And by the way, she's a liberal. They're not Republicans, but she's saying logic. This is the one, if you want to play this and look how uncomfortable it gets.
Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match. I'm like, Andy, seriously, like, are you kidding me? Because men's tennis and women's tennis are two separate sports. So I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. The men are a lot faster. They serve harder. They hit harder. It's just a different game. And I love to play women's tennis.
Watching a video of Serena.
Serena caught a lot of flack for that too, man. All right. All right. Here we go.
We just want to protect women in women's spaces. This is a valid and important thing, but when framed in the context of discussing trans people, is transphobic, specifically when discussing trans women. The intention of this sentence in a trans context is to exclude trans women from women's spaces, therefore jeopardizing the safety of trans women. But trans women do not pose any kind of threat or danger to cis women within women's spaces and are just being used as a scapegoat by transphobes. If you really want to protect women and women's safety, then tackle the real issue, and that issue is definitely not trans women, and trans women deserve to be recognized and protected as women too. Which
See the madness that's going on around the world, y'all? Huh? You see what's going on? Y'all see this madness? Listen to this.
How many female members of the NBA do you see?
Well, I can say that, there's been this news article about men that think that they could beat Serena Williams in tennis, right? That they think that they could actually score a point on her. And it's just not the case. She is stronger than that.
What's your experience?
Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd ranked male tennis player, which they're phenoms for women.
How many female members of the NBA do you see?
Well, I can say that, there's been this news article about men that think that they could beat Serena Williams in tennis, right? That they think that they could actually score a point on her. And it's just not the case. She is stronger than that.
What's your experience?
Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd ranked male tennis player, which they're phenoms for women.
How many female members of the NBA do you?
Let's get to the logic, y'all, man. You hear me? Don't forget where this all started at. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all can thank this guy right here.
which is why I have prohibited torture and work to make sure our use of new technology like drones is properly constrained. It's why we speak out against the deplorable anti-Semitism that has resurfaced in certain parts of the world. It's why we continue to reject offensive stereotypes of Muslims, the vast majority of whom share our commitment to peace. That's why we defend free speech and advocate for political prisoners and condemn the persecution of women or religious minorities or people who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. We do these things not only because they are the right thing to do, but because ultimately they will make us safer.
That's our homeboy. That's y'all's homeboy, man. You feel me? This is y'all's homeboy, man. Right?
Now, with respect to the issue of whether gays and lesbians should be able to get married, I've spoken about this recently. As I've said, my feelings about this are constantly evolving. I struggle with this. I have friends. I have people who work for me who are in powerful, strong, long-lasting gay or lesbian unions. And
for one, for one, right? For one, with that, and this is the reason why I played this clip. For one, with that statement right there, now ask yourself this question, man. When I ask this question, y'all, I want y'all to try to answer this with some logic and reason. I know it's very hard for a lot of y'all, specifically a lot of you new dudes. All of a sudden, y'all were so emotional. All of a sudden, try for a second, if you could, to remove your emotion for what I'm about to ask y'all. Right? Now think about this, right? Why would a seemingly, allegedly, supposedly straight, heterosexual, married man, right? Why would he be in the company of so many people who are in gay or lesbian long-lasting relationships? Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, personally, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But I'm just saying, just do a simple process of elimination. Use some logic and some reasoning. Take emotion away from it. This guy's allegedly, supposedly a married man with 2 children and a wife. How many married couples do you know that have lots of gay and lesbian friends that have long-lasting relationships? That just, stuff like that just seems kind of odd to me, because I don't understand, and he said these people work for him, which I'm pretty sure is possible. You know what I mean? But he said people that work for him, he said personal relationships as well. And I want y'all to peep that, man, how this dude talk, man. I could tell that Barack, when I could tell that I wouldn't be surprised if he was a member of Toastmasters. And he didn't have some special training, man. Like, he done have some oratory training, man. Oratory training. Right? You feel what I'm saying? And it's just something to just, I just hear things, I guess, that most people don't hear. I listen to stuff and I hear things, some people, you could say it's reaching, right? I think it's just my critical ear. I catch on the things that normal people don't hear when people talk. Like I said, I'm more pay attention to what you're not saying than what you actually are saying. You know what I mean? It's the skill that I've developed over the years. And when this dude talk, he's such a, like if Freudian slip was a person, You know what I'm saying? If Freudian slips was a person, it'd be y'all's homeboy Barack Obama. You hear me?
They are extraordinary people. And this,
if y'all pay attention when he talks, notice how he pauses and he really thinks about what he's saying before he says it. Which is what you should do as a man, especially anyway. But he does it in a sense to where he's not doing it to where he's picking words or language or that he doesn't use that may offend anybody. He does it in a way that keeps you captivated and hanging on to his every word due to your emotional connection you have with him, however that connection has come to be. If you understand what I'm saying. It's another form of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. Yeah, OG, you already know, man. Out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere. Right? How many of y'all from Illinois remember voting for this guy when he was running for senator back in the day? Put a number. I wish my man Mr. O would pop up. How many of y'all from Chicago remember when this guy was running for senator back in the day in Illinois and Chicago? How many of y'all know or remember when Michael/Michelle allegedly was the director of the Chicago hospital, where this person was given a position to turn away poor black folks who couldn't afford to get serviced in the hospital due to insurance issues? That specifically you put him, allegedly, over this department because she was black and she can best handle how to deal with black people when it came to turning them away because they didn't have insurance or they didn't have proper insurance. Now, what y'all know about that? Let's go.
something that means a lot to them and they care deeply about. At this point, what I've said is that my baseline is a strong civil union that provides them the protections and the legal rights that married couples have, and I think that, I think that's the right thing to do. But I recognize that from their perspective, it is not enough, and I think this is something that we're going to continue to debate, and I personally am going to continue to wrestle with going forward.
But the military is not recognized.
I understand, and as I said, this is going to be an issue that is not unique to the military. This is an issue that extends to all of our society, and I think we're all going to have a conversation about it.
Why? And my thing is why. All right. Right. I got a question, or should I say, a concern. Why is the president, at the time, President Barack Obama, why was he struggling? Why is this something he struggles with? I don't understand why a man who's allegedly in a relationship, marriage, with a woman, allegedly, Michael/Michelle allegedly, why is he so concerned about the matter, and why is he struggling with it though? Why would a man who's married to a woman with 2 kids, why would I struggle with, even as the president, why would that be something that he's struggling with? You know, it just don't make sense to me, man. You know, and I just question. This is why I say this dude, right? This dude was always suspect in my eyes, man. You hear me? And when he makes statements like how he made, especially just recently, the statement he talking about, so he got a androgynous mindset, and you know, he has imaginations about having sex with other men. I'm like, after hearing that and then hearing this prior, it's like, this guy's a fun boy, man. Maybe that's why he struggled with gay marriage, right? Because maybe the rumors that are out about Michelle, Michael, allegedly, maybe they're not false. Exactly, OG. My sentiments exactly. My brother OG, hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, y'all, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering, of course. Join up the squad, join the team, man. Hit the join button, join the team. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to have some exclusive perks for all the members, man. Y'all going to get exclusive connections to, you know what I'm saying, exclusive content. Me and my pops going to be putting together some stuff for Spiritual Root Sunday. You know what I'm talking about? Me and my brother King L's about to have that sports situation going on. I'm telling you, we about to have to take Hip Hop Tuesdays, and we're going to have to do that in another situation, man. Y'all going to have to tap in on that another way. We're going to figure it out, whether we do it on Zoom or whether we figure out how we're going to do it on Patreon. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. We're going to have to switch that up, man. But, yeah, man, you're going to have a lot of exclusive perks, man. Some raffles going on, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get that merch pop. We're going to have that coming up pretty soon, too. You know what I'm saying? Just support the situation. You know what I'm talking about, man? But just like my brother OG said, man, he's struggling because he wants to be truthful to what he really is. That's why he passed so much legislation. I don't know why the boy don't just sit up there and coming up out of that goddamn closet like I just say all the time, man. Sit up, man. Y'all just come on up out that closet, man. Be who you are, man. Ain't no need to hide no more, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, and it ain't up for none of us to, you know, like I say, this was never an issue amongst our society until it got to the level it's at right now with all this imposing rights along the rest of us. Like, I have yet to somebody explain to me why does a person who identifies as an LGBTQ elemental P barbecue committee agenda member get special rights outside of everybody else. Right? You know, special treatment. But look what's happening now, ladies. Y'all done sit up here and supported this, man. You hear me? Y'all done supported this mess. And now look what's happening as a result.
Now, I want to ask about an article by NBC, which is claiming that major brands have been forced into a conservative plan to target LGBTQ people. 2SL, I should put at the start of that. Apparently, the problem here is, according to NBC, a growing power of vocal minority of far-right political commentators, conservative politicians, and religious legal groups. Now, is that how you see it, Blair? Because I know just for the longest time, but maybe a couple of decades, pride was not offensive to people. It wasn't political, but it certainly has become political. And I think this push to expose children to this ideology has made a lot more people become hostile or at least concerned about what's happening in this space.
Yeah, I don't even necessarily see the, sort of corporate war that's happening right now with brands getting, backlash and boycotts starting like Bud Light and Target. I don't see this as a war between the LGBT community and straight people. I see it as a war between white affluent liberals who believe that corporatism is an effective vehicle to enact LGBT acceptance, despite all the evidence showing the contrary. Just like you stated, it's actually on the decline for the first time in decades. So it's between them and conservative and frankly just normal people who are off-put by the fact that it's shoved in their faces at each and every turn, putting characters in children's TV shows with top surgery scars and, messaging children, especially like you just said, is really to the actual LGBT community's detriment. And unfortunately, so many of our allies are the main ones pushing this, counterproductive narrative that actually harms us. So they've turned us into this massive political football. And at this point, both sides are really disinterested in the actual people that's affecting and just fighting this war. And it almost has nothing to even do with us. I mean, I think of, Target and I think of all the merchandise in those stores.
And if you see this, if y'all to see this person who talking this I don't know if this is a guy who thinks he's a girl or I don't know what's going on, man, but the devil is a lie, man. You hear me, man? The devil is a lie. All right? You know? Women, y'all have supported this, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supported this stuff, man. You feel me? And now it's trickling down to the kids. All right?
Okay, I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers, and I understand I'm gonna get canceled for this, but some things are going way too far, and we have to talk about it. But first, I'm gonna say I don't have anything against the LGBT community. I don't care. I get paid every day, if not every hour, and I don't lose sleep over it. But what's not about to happen is non-biological women, you are not going to be the voice of biological women. Your opinion is not our opinion. Your opinion stops with you and your community, and you are not going to make decisions for biological women. We have sacred wombs, we bleed every month, and we bear children. We will make decisions for ourselves, and it stops here. Access is denied, permission is not granted.
Well, ladies, sorry, but y'all don't have say-so in such matters.
A relatively small group of Black women supported the gay movement, and I think it was more to protect themselves. Toward the end of the AIDS epidemic, when it went from a gay disease to an everybody disease, I think a lot of Black women thought, we just want everybody to be honest. We want everybody to be open and honest and live in their truth so we can make wiser decisions about our body that is not putting us in harm's way. What we did not realize is that it was worse than we could have ever imagined.
Right?
About to sit well for some people and not sit well for others. I hate Pride Month. And not because I care about who you want to love, but because I'm sick of the corporate pandering. I'm sick of seeing all-age drag shows where bearded men wrapped in fishnets and BDSM outfits are grinding their man bulges into the faces of children. I am sick of society pushing children to transition. I am tired of men dressing up as women to victimize other women in sports, public restrooms, locker rooms, and life. We have pride flags painted on our sidewalks. They're flying from our embassies. They're hanging in our schools. And yet a group that claims to be so deeply marginalized has an entire month dedicated to one of the 7 deadly sins. And I'm supposed to tolerate it? What once was a call for people to just mind their business and love who they want to love has turned into a campaign to force people, regardless of religious beliefs, to accept a certain way of life that they don't want to accept, and a trend to destroy childhood innocence in an attempt to validate sick adults, and I want no part of it. The only rainbow I celebrate is God's promise, and the only pride I want to have is the pride for my country.
Wow, God bless this girl. I 100% agree with you.
I agree with her 1,000% too. Now, although majority of ladies have supported this, there are some ladies who don't, but y'all don't have the ovarian fortitude, or should I say, y'all don't display the ovarian fortitude enough to have any opposition against this stuff, which is why this stuff is going out, right? Sad to say, women of all races, color, creeds, whatever, y'all have supported this movement. Y'all have supported this. Been the main supporters, specifically women of color, right? My man OG say, if you destroy the father and mother, that leaves the child open to the indoctrination agenda. Exactly. And that's the whole point, OG. That's why I be sitting over here doing what I'm doing, talking about what I'm talking about, right? Think about what's happening and what's going on, ladies, right? And I'm about to open up this panel in about 15 minutes, man, and I want y'all to come up here and sit up here and talk about this, man, you know?
everything she just said. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Bro, this whole pride thing is a big mess with intention of targeting little kids.
Can I say something?
What's up? Go ahead.
As a woman talking about straight men, I mean, not straight men, gay men, you know, like, women really feel a type of way about flamboyant gay men. We feel like flamboyant gay men try to put on this persona to be a woman when we're really not like that. We're not extra. We're not into drama. We're not
y'all, some of y'all are extra and some of y'all are into drama and being drama queen. That's just a fact. I think the reason why a lot of chicks might be feeling some type of way towards super flamboyant, flaming fun boys is that they actually are projecting reflection of y'all's delusional selves back to yourself. Understand, man, this is men who feel like, or males who think they're girls or want to be like girls. Notice that they emulate the worst characteristics, the worst attributes, the worst societal tropes, if you would, when it comes to women. You don't see men or males emulating women like, let's say, Hillary Clinton or Oprah Winfrey. Not that they should, but I'm saying that when guys, males, decide that they want to be a female, they pick the absolute worst type of female, the type of be. I mean, to be. They don't choose to become astute women. They like to be the ratchet hood rat whores that they see on a daily basis. And that says a lot, man. Yeah, y'all heard what my man OG said, ladies, man. Don't be shy. Join the panel, man. This is something that y'all need to be speaking up on.
Yeah, that's very understandable. We're not, and I know some of my friends are also talking to other women like flamboyant men. I'm also part of the LGBT community, so don't flame me. I'm
So now you double talking though, ma. Like, you can't sit up here and say you a member of the LGBTQ elemental barbecue committee agenda community, but you sit up here salty because dudes is flame on fun boys is depicting femininity in its messed up way that you don't like because you realize that it's a gross mimic of you.
But when it comes to flamboyant gay men, a lot of women feel some type of way because we feel like they put on this persona of women that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like a mockery or act. Or...
Yeah, like, we don't act like that. We're not into drama. We're not stirring up drama.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, we gotta.
Yeah, it's not like that. Like, that's why I love gay men. I love gay men that's just themselves. Like, be gay. You know, you're into men or whatever the case may be.
Like, damn, bitch. What's up? Go ahead.
You hear what she just said? That was just stupid what she just said, man. It just was stupid. You know what I mean?
Say this, just because you imitate me don't mean you intimidate me, but you can't irritate me. Say this, just because...
Oh, God. Now y'all girls want to act like y'all want to be feeling some type of way about this, right? Now y'all all acting like y'all feel some type of way about this.
The LGBT community definitely goes super hard for the LGBT, and that's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I have never seen the LGBT community support anyone outside of their community. And I say that to say, like,
damn, Patrick, with your face ass, what's up, man?
Black people support Black people. Black women support everyone.
That is true.
Black women support the LGBT. Black women support Black men. Black women support Asians. Black women support everybody. Mm-hmm. That's why, like, when people are like, "Oh, y'all are gay," and that's why, I personally don't take on that title because I'm just like, as a Black woman, I align myself with the Black woman, and that's pretty much it. Like, I like women, I like men, but that whole LGBT, I'm like, they don't really. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something were to happen with me, like, I don't see the LGBT. I'm like, yes, like, let's go support them. Like, that's not a real thing. Like, at the end of the day, I'm blackity, 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 black. The LGBT community.
Right? Now y'all going to war with them when y'all supported this stuff, man. Y'all supported this stuff like a mud back in the day, man. You hear me? Right? You hear me? Y'all done sit up here and supported this stuff, man. Heavily. You feel me? Yeah, keep a fun boy or two in the crew, man. Oh, that, you know, them pot belly joints be slapping, man. My man OG said women keep a fun boy or two in the crew. Yeah, man. Why is that, man? Y'all supported this stuff, man. Right?
A man become a woman?
Yes.
100%?
Yes.
In what circumstance?
They're transgender.
What about identifying as a woman?
Yes.
Can I identify as a woman?
I think so.
How?
I don't know, if it's your gender identity and you believe it and it feels right to you.
If I start dressing like a woman, wearing dresses, and say I'm a woman, would you call me by the pronouns of she, her?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, can a man become a woman, right?
I say yes.
I understand transgender,
Yeah.
but do you not think he'll still be a man, though? Because when you're born, you're assigned sex, right? You're saying sex and gender are different.
Yeah,
Gender is a social construct, right? So if you're born a male because of your chromosomes, your DNA is going to be different, your skeletal structure is going to be different. How can then I become a woman now? I'm still a man,
You go through your transition process.
Transition process.
Yeah.
Does that change your DNA? Does that change your chromosomes? You're still underlying, you're still a man. A man become a woman.
And that's what I'm saying. When you try to speak this logic to these people, man, the cognitive dissonance is just, it's astounding. All right.
Where are you from?
New England.
What's your name?
Chris.
Chris, are you gay?
I am actually.
Any chance? Hi.
Hi,
What's up?
I'm straight.
You're straight? So you were just passing us by and you said you're straight?
Yeah, I heard he was gay.
Yeah.
What's going on with this diversity thing? Why is it so important?
What do you mean?
Why is it so important that everybody's got to pronounce the LGBTQ or STUVWXYZ today? I'm from the 60s. We never had to do that.
So does it like bother you a little bit?
No, it's a trend. It's like, I'm cool. Now I'm going to try this out even if you're not gay. I think the real gay people should stand up and speak out instead of this whole trend that's happening.
Do you mean people who on OnlyFans pretend to be gay for money?
No.
Where are you from?
Right. See, that was a white lady that said that, y'all. Right. My man Dan Patrick with your face ass said. And speaking of Transformers, NBA player is dating one too. I think he played for the Timberwolves. What? I don't know about that, Dan Patrick, right? Right? Right?
Your definition is that a woman is someone who is female, you said, right?
Correct. Is a biological female.
So what happens if we have maybe someone who is female, identifies as a woman, right? You know, cisgender woman, right? As you just explained, but maybe doesn't have the ability to reproduce. Maybe doesn't have those organs that you're talking about that are reproductive organs.
I have answered the question. You stood up here and said trans women are women.
Yes.
Tell me what you mean. What is a woman?
Womanhood is something that, just as Ethan explained, I cannot define because I am not myself.
You used the word. So what did you mean when you said trans women are women if you don't know what it means?
Right. So here's the thing. So I do not define what a woman is because I do not identify as a woman. Womanhood is something that is an umbrella term. It includes people
that describes what?
People who identify as a woman.
Identify as what?
As a woman.
What is that?
Was to each their own. Each woman, each man, each person is going to have a different relation with their own gender identity and define it differently.
Oh, I believe you. I just said, who is it? You know, I don't pay attention to stuff like that. Right? That was a guy who thinks he's a woman. He has his hair pressed. He got a beard and everything. I just want to say this, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. You hear me? There's nothing normal about any of this. I want y'all to just know that, man. There's nothing normal about a man having sexual desires for another man. There's nothing normal about a woman having sexual desires or towards another woman. That is not normal. That is completely out of order, man. That is confusion to the highest degree of confusion, right? And to it's just crazy, man. Like I say, man, sin is sin. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm not saying that any sin is greater or lesser than the other, but what I am saying is that this is extreme cognitive dissonance right here that they're asking us to participate in with this situation. And I, for one, am not going to go for it. I will not participate. I ain't going. Right? And I speak on this in the manner which I do, not because I have a hatred or disdain towards this so-called agenda. I have a strong resentment and non-acceptance of it, but I don't hate it. I don't have a hating bone in my body. I love everybody, man. And like I said, it's not my decision anyway. You hear me? I'll let the Most High deal with you, but I definitely am going to speak on what I want to speak on. I'm going to say what I want to say, and I can do so in a respectful way without disrespecting or offending anybody. But with that being said, that's not my intention to offend anybody. So in the process of me speaking on this in the way that I do, which I will continue to do, if you happen to get offended, that's on you. I don't care. Right? So sit up there and do whatever y'all want to do. We're going to speak because this stuff is coming down to the kids. I have a kid. Y'all got kids. Right? And at the end of the day, this whole agenda is trickling down to them. Right? At the same time, at its present state, at its present trajectory, if you would, it's coming and imposing on all of us. Right? Tap in, walk with me.
Queer women across the country.
Breaking gay news. You won't believe what the White House just did. This is for you, moms.
I'm standing here today because as a young gay girl in Nebraska who raced soapbox derby cars and wore rainbow suspenders, I was seen by my family. So to the librarian in Texas advocating to keep books with LGBTQIA themes on the shelves, we see you. To the LGBTQIA community in Missouri about to lose their gender-affirming care, we see you. And to the first openly LGBTQIA press secretary, we see you. Even if it feels like you're under attack, know that we see you.
Oh, hold on. So old girl, some Pierre, she's a fun girl? Oh, I didn't know that.
Women like to be victims. I am a strong believer in I feel bad for a lot of guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's all about, talk to any girl and she'll say her ex is a narcissist. Not every guy walking this earth is a narcissist. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in that.
They want a story that's more interesting than it is. My ex was a dickhead.
Women like to be victims. I am a strong believer in that. I feel bad for a lot of guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's all about, talk to any girl and she'll say her ex is a narcissist. Not every guy walking this earth is a narcissist. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in that.
They want a story that's more interesting than it is. My ex was a dickhead.
Women like to be victims.
That is a fact. See, some chicks speak out on this, right? Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to drop this link here in a second. Hey, I peeped that too, Uncle Diggity, man. I don't know what that's all about, man. This was super weird, man. It is, ain't it, man? Dan Patrick with your face ass. Hey, my dude, man, why don't your name pop up in the what's the name? I don't see it on the YouTube thing. What's up with that, man? You know, we call it out over here, man. I ain't saying nothing personal or anything. I just think that that's kind of weird myself. That's very, very strange. But I noticed that with a couple of y'all that be coming in the comment section. When I go look on YouTube, I don't be seeing y'all's name in the comment section. That's hella weird. But, you know, maybe it might be a glitch or something. I don't know what that could possibly mean or stand for. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in and walk with us. Yeah, it's kind of strange a little bit, man. It's very strange. Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page. You dig?
Can we talk about the narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths in the LGBT?
This chick right here is a nutbag, man. I ain't gonna say her name, but y'all can probably hear her voice. She's a nut bag, right? You hear me? Listen to this.
Community. And here's a disclaimer before y'all even attempt to come for me, because I'm not having it. I am not homophobic, transphobic, none of the above. I have love for the LGBT. But y'all keep refusing to address the elephant in the room. It's time to address the master manipulators, the evildoers, the con artists, the scammers, the mean-spirited LGBT that have a hidden resentment towards women. When will we talk about the elephant in the room? And do not twist my fucking words to say that I'm homophobic.
Oh, I forgot about old girl. She got a foul mouth, man. Yeah, they definitely do, man. What you shadow man for, Dan Patrick, with your face at? What you be talking about, man? Listen here, y'all. Let me get this straight real quick, man. And this goes to any and everybody tapping in. Over here at A Real Talk, we don't do censorship. All right, you can basically say whatever you want to say. And we gamed up enough over here to determine if you saying something disrespectful, and we gonna snipe that ass, right? But from here on out, right, because this is a business. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1 and TV2. This is a business. So I would strongly suggest, and I'm requesting this, that when y'all come over here, that you box cleverly with your language. I'm not saying, you know, telling you what to say or what not to say. I'm just saying box cleverly. Think about certain things. Take things into consideration. You coming on another person's platform, be respectful and just be mindful. Box cleverly. You know they watching. You know they listening. Don't just be coming on people's comment section saying crazy stuff, mess around, get a brother flag like this chick right here. I'm not even going to say her name, but if y'all listen to her voice, I'm pretty sure y'all can tell her voice. And this chick, along with a lot, this be crazy. Just be mindful when y'all come up on, because I'm just saying it because I'm about to open up the panel, right? Box cleverly with your language. Watch the F-bombs, man. Fall back on the strong 4-letter expletives. I'm not saying, you know, censor yourself. I'm just saying as an intelligent black man or black woman, as an intelligent human being, woman, whoever you are coming on here, whatever race you may be, ethnicity, culture, I'm pretty sure you can articulate yourself without having to use curse words. I know I can. Right? And that's, I'm gonna just say that, and I'm gonna leave that right there. You did. We about to open up this panel. I'm about to drop the link, man. He said, I think I might be Shadow Man. That could be what it is, man. Shadow Man, Ghost Man. I remember it was doing that to Cupcake for a minute, man. You hear me? Cupcake, where you been at, girl? You hear me? It was doing that to Cupcake for a minute. Oh, girl, mess around and get a brother flag, man. Listen to her foul mouth, man. Some of y'all chicks got some foul mouths, man. You hear me? I'll be like, damn. Yeah. And I know they watching and listening, y'all, but this is what I encourage y'all out there to do, man. Box cleverly with your language, man. Try to cut back on the 4-letter expletives. Try to cut back on the slang words and the derogatory words. You know what I'm saying? Like saying FAGGOT. Huh? Just be creative. Get creative with it. Show the unintelligent artificial intelligence that you can speak on the things that you speak on without using certain language. Right? Because y'all got to remember the unintelligent artificial intelligence is still learning English. Huh? Did y'all hear what I just said? Tap in and walk with it. I don't even want to play the rest of that video, man. Her mouth was foul. Oh my gosh, man. You hear me? Man. This is crazy, man. And y'all support this stuff, man. And you know, this whole thing with supporting pride and, you know, it's crazy, man. You know, y'all supported this for a long time, man. You hear me? Yeah, man. You know, you got to box cleverly with your language. That's all I'm saying, man. I ain't going to never tell nobody what they can or can't say. But all I request is when you come over here, man, just box cleverly with your language. Be mindful of that. You know, we know that the unintelligent artificial intelligence is watching and listening. You know, we monetized over here, so we got to keep that in mind. This is a business. Let's conduct ourselves like businessmen and businesswomen and box cleverly with our language. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we know and understand that the unintelligent artificial intelligence is watching and listening. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's like I said, it's also an exercise, man, to see how you can express yourself without using, like I say, 4-letter expletives. You know, I believe that y'all are intelligent enough people to where y'all can do that. You know, we are intelligent enough to have a meaningful conversation without having to use curse words, 4-letter expletives. You know, I know I can. And if I can, I know y'all can. Some of y'all way smarter than me in certain areas and subjects. You need way smarter than me. All right? And don't ever forget, Auntie Jones said this.
Miss Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't choke.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God. It's okay. She doesn't.
Allegedly. Rest in the S to Auntie Joan. Rest in the S to Auntie Joan Rivers. Rest in the essence to Auntie Joan Rivers. Right? Ladies. Here's some more examples of y'all supporting this movement, and this is the fallout of y'all supporting this movement. This is where it's going to now.
Style, and that gender is fluid. In other words, your gender is not dependent on what parts you were born with, but rather what you feel like in the moment.
There's people that are boys, there's people that are girls. There are people whose gender might be a little bit of both, or might even be neither.
Lessons include books about transgender children, such as 10,000 Dresses, and songs like the Rainbow Song.
Gender won't decide the choices we make. Some boys like dressing up, some girls like catching snakes.
The SOGI curriculum started in British Columbia in 2016 and is quickly spreading throughout Canada.
I just thought, who decided that this was okay to teach our children?
Author and inspirational speaker Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson is a leading voice against the SOGI curriculum.
And we are seeing the results of that now, because some kids are reacting very emotionally and saying, and they're in fear. Will I suddenly struggle with feeling like a different gender inside of my body?
Carrie Simpson of Culture Guard, another leading opponent, calls the curriculum nothing short of child abuse.
All those beautiful qualities that make young girls beautiful girls and women are being basically vilified. The things that make our boys boys are being, taken from them. So things of equating young men to being strong protectors is something that's now evil.
But Morgan Auger, a transsexual and supporter, claims it's about acceptance, not indoctrination.
The idea is to teach kids that there are gay kids and there are trans kids and there are...
No, there are not. Kids don't even contemplate such things. Granted, there might be a little boy who, we all grew up with the one little boy who may have been kind of, a little bit more tender than the rest of us, right? But even if you was going to say, we knew when he was a kid, blah, 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 blah. And that doesn't matter, right? We don't let children drive. We don't let them vote. We don't let them have jobs. They can't buy cigarettes. They can't buy alcohol, right? There's a lot of things we don't allow children to do. So why would we all of a sudden in the past 20 or so years, why would we allow children to make such life-altering decisions? It doesn't matter what you feel like you are. Until you're an adult, you are going to be what you were assigned at birth until you are in a position to where you are an adult and you make decisions for yourself. Now, when you become an adult and you decide you want to go get you a pair of knockers as a boy, or if you decide as a girl, you want to go get something sewed on and attached to you, hey, man, have at it, man. Right? You got to deal with that in the Most High between y'all. But as far as being a child, up until that point, you don't make decisions like that. We don't allow people under 18 to do anything for the most part. So when you talk about little boys and little girls being gay at the age of 5, no. No, no, and no. When you admit to being gay, that's a sexual thing, right? And if children are not indoctrinated, if they're not exposed to being sexualized or in fact being sexualized, they will never contemplate such things. And if they are raised under the proper order and structure of God, man, woman, child, the only sexual interaction they'll see between a man and a woman is their mother and their father on a frequent basis. And that is a healthy, proper display of sexual interaction between women. It wouldn't be actual sex. It would be intimacy. Seeing mom kiss and hug dad, seeing dad hug and kiss mom. That's natural. Kids are supposed to see that, right? Yeah, it's way too late for D-Wade, Funboy ass. You hear me? Not Doo-Doo Brown. Yeah, you already know, man. They got Auntie up out of here, man. Right? And I just want to make that statement because this dude right here, this is a guy dressed up like a broad, sitting up here saying that kids be gay. The only way children even contemplate such thoughts is from outside influences. Children don't contemplate sexual things unless they are exposed to being sexualized. Even when they're exposed to the natural, healthy interaction between a man and woman, if they're born under proper structure or in their home, they're not contemplating intercourse. This is just something that kids just don't think about, right? But now we're being forced and imposed upon us to believe that kids are having sexual thoughts at an early age, when if they are, we got to look at to why they are. Why are kids even contemplating such things? Then we got to look at a society and see how we are over-sexualizing our children through the media, right? Especially with this LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, especially now that it's law, now that it's a legislative pushback behind it. Now that they have legislative support behind this, and legislation has been passed in the name of, now it's everywhere, even in the schools. Why are they teaching this stuff at school? We didn't ask for this. Who benefits from it? Who benefits? Because listen to this, y'all. Anything concerning LGBTQ, LMNOP, barbecue committee agenda, anything concerning that is a sexual thing. So to include children with this agenda is to be okay with sexualizing them. Understand, when you sit up here and allow your 6-year-old son, your 6-year-old daughter to tell you, Mommy, I feel like I'm a boy, and you go along with that, and you begin to acquiesce to that, comply with that, go along with that, you have sexualized your child. Buying little boy clothes for a little girl who's clearly a young lady, young female growing into a young lady, that is akin to child abuse. But it's just the opposite, because if your kid come up to you and say, Daddy, I'm a girl, and they're really a boy, or Daddy, I'm a boy, and they're really a girl, and you say, no, you're a boy, that can be considered child abuse. See how the inversion is taking place? And women, y'all have advocated for this. Ain't no man nowhere. Listen to what I said. I said man. I didn't say males. I said men. No men anywhere are advocating for this agenda. Not even so-called white boys. They're not advocating for this. Men anywhere, masculine, manly men, we absolutely are not supporting this. So what does that tell y'all about y'all's homeboy, Barack Obama Hussein Sater, whatever his name is? He ain't no man.
As parents and gay parents in our society, and everybody's wanted and desired. After all, that's what our human rights code says, and it's the role of schools to teach the following of our laws, right?
Simpson disagrees, saying she sees Soji's real goal as
altering our culture from a heteronormative society into one where anything goes, no boundaries, no values, no morals. It's a hedonistic cult, basically, what they're implying.
Another blaring example, drag queen story time. It's happening in Canada and America.
Why? And that's my whole thing with this whole situation, man. Why? Okay, then, trusting God. She just subscribed to the situation. Appreciate the support, loved one. You hear me? Appreciate the support. Girl, you look like you're working with something over there. You need. Appreciate the support, loved one. Now think about that, man. Why? What is the point? How are our children benefiting from guys dressed up looking like demons, supposedly women, reading stories to our children? Ladies, this is what y'all support has led to. This is what y'all's advocating for this has led to.
Where some public schools and libraries invite drag queens. Some dress like horned demons.
Like, seriously, man, please explain to me, ladies, What is the point of having this come up to my daughter's school and read them stories? What is the point of that? How does this benefit children? This is scaring me. So I can imagine what this would do to a child. Why are y'all having men dressed up like horned demons, allegedly, supposedly being women, coming to read kids' story? Why? What is the purpose of this? What is the point? Who benefits from this? I'll wait. This is all a result of y'all supporting this, ladies.
To read to young children.
And it's a social deconstructionist agenda. They're using children, little 5-year-olds, to accomplish this. And parents are waking up and saying no.
When asked about parents' rights, OJ says,
Well, actually, in Canada, parents' rights are limited and children's rights are put ahead. So the child has the right to be protected from the parents when the parents behave badly.
And this is why I keep telling y'all, don't be so caught up on Canada being a liberal country. Look what's going on in Canada. How in the hell does your children have more rights than you? Remember when I be talking to y'all about, think about when I be talking to y'all about the spies. Huh? Remember when I told y'all about the Department of the Spies in George Orwell's dystopian novel, 1984? Huh? The spies were the children. Right? Remember I keep telling y'all to go read 1984 by George Orwell? And I told y'all to read the chapter or the section in there when they're talking about the spies, which are the children. The children were indoctrinated with the ideologies of the regime of Ingsoc, which was the English socialists, spelled with an I-N-G, not E-N-G, I-N-G, Ingsoc, right? And they indoctrinated the youth with the ideology of the Ingsoc regime, right? They indoctrinated the children to be eyes and ears for the system. And they made sure that their parents wasn't being guilty of thought crime, doublethink, old speak, and they indoctrinated the kids. So when the kids went home, parents were terrified of their kids in the story 1984. Because they got the kids real early and they indoctrinated the kids from damn near birth until adulthood so they would display the behavior that the Ingsoc regime desired of them. Work, go home, work, go home. Don't question your measly little existence. And always, always know that Big Brother is watching. And two, to always make sure that you are complying and acquiescing to that. And if anybody is not complying or acquiescing to that, you know it's your duty to report them to the authorities. Hence, the spies. Y'all better go read 1984, man.
Is known as one of the most gay-friendly countries in the world, with many of their largest cities featuring their own gay villages, like here in Vancouver, which has literally rolled out the Rainbow Road. Most gays, like village resident Davey DiCarlo, support Soji and limiting parental rights.
The change that we have to see is sometimes the parents and the kids are doing actually really okay.
This is very scary stuff.
Longtime Vancouver area pastor Kevin Kavanaugh says this is far more serious than most Canadian Christians realize.
Our problem is not the teachers, the educators, the administrators. This is a battle in the heavenlies.
He says Satan is going after their most vulnerable, the children.
And the little girl came home in tears because the teacher had told her, since she was playing with some toys in the class that were deemed to be masculine in nature, that she was likely a boy in a girl's body. The mother went to the school the very next day, and instead of having any sort of tolerance or support or understanding, she was actually called names. She was told that she was a homophobe, that she was a bigot.
With that in mind,
crazy,
Tyler
right?
Johnson, Simpson, and Pastor Kevin are spreading their message across social media and in town hall meetings. The pro-gay backlash has been fierce.
And the hatred and the anger and the bullying that came against us, even though we said, we love you, we don't take from you the opportunity and the freedom to live as you choose. We love you, but we do not agree with you.
Pastor Kevin believes Canadian Christians are in a 2 Chronicles 20 moment.
The word was this battle is not yours, Jehoshaphat. This battle is the Lord's.
And the church is beginning to prepare for what it takes to fight for our kids.
The battle between an aggressive...
Let's go, y'all, man. I keep telling y'all, man. The spies. Right? Y'all see them. $1984, man. I keep telling y'all to go read that book, man. Look how they indoctrinating our kids, man, to be rat bastards, man. You hear me? Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. You hear me? Ladies, this is all part of y'all's doing, man. Y'all signed up for this stuff, man. Y'all don't even realize y'all did what y'all don't even realize what y'all was doing when y'all did, but y'all definitely did. Definitely did. You hear me? Y'all definitely signed up for all of this stuff, man. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say this is because there's no men anywhere. Ain't no man, no manly men. I ain't saying there ain't no males. I ain't saying this. I'm saying ain't no men, masculine, manly men anywhere on earth supporting this. You won't find it. You ain't going to find it. No man is going to support this. Any man that's a father that has a pair, he's not going to support this. He's not going to be in support of this movement. Not saying he won't accept if one of his children sit up here and think that they're a part of this community, right? Right? Because we love our children, right? But at the same time, we're not going to accept it. I know I ain't. Oh, I wouldn't. Straight like that. That don't mean I don't love my kid because I don't accept some demonic, satanic, luciferic paradigm called LGBTQ, LMNOP, Barbecue Committee Agenda, right? And that's when I said, that's when you got to let the Most High deal with that type stuff, man. You know, be getting all in your feelings and stuff about this stuff, man. You know, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord, man. you did. You know what I'm saying? But ladies, man, y'all have promoted this stuff. Y'all have went along with this stuff. Right? Right? You know? These dudes out here tricking dudes. It's just all type of crazy stuff, man. All types of crazy, just madness. Just madness going on, man. You hear me? Absolute madness. You feel me? Tap in, walk with us, man. Y'all know that link is open, man. You hear me? Right? Right? What does it mean to be a woman? Right? And I'm about to do this real quick because y'all so happy for this chick. You feel me? Everybody was, yeah, we got somebody in the Supreme Court. Yeah. So one of us is in the Supreme Court. All right.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
No. Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the law and I decide.
Well,
so I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
Hey, thanks for watching.
That's a
If you
fact.
like this video,
That
check
is
out
a
the
fact. Let's
other
play that
videos
back,
we
man.
made today to
This
stay
is
up
a
to
lady.
date with all
Now, mind y'all, this lady, Ketanji Brown Jackson, y'all's hero, right? She is a Supreme Court justice. Remember the other day when we said about double-mindedness, man? And this is one of the main reasons why the fairer sex, so to speak, ain't designed to be in no position of authority, especially over no men. You hear me? Flat out. I want to run that back because this is very fascinating and interesting. Let's go.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
Like, seriously, man, why was that such a thing for her? why was it so difficult for her to just say, basically give the definition of a woman, right? Right? That's crazy. Right? So, I mean, like I said, ladies, man, y'all supported this stuff, man. Y'all supported this stuff, man. All right? Y'all supported this stuff, man. Ladies. All right. Y'all was 10 toes down, gung ho. And look how it's coming to bite you in the butt. You did. Coming to bite you in the ass, man. You know?
I'm so extreme that we now have a justice being nominated to the Supreme Court who testified under oath that she cannot say what a woman is. If she can't even say what a woman is, how on earth can she be trusted to say what the Constitution is? And a party that's unwilling to admit that men and women are biologically different, in defiance of all scientific and human history, is a party that should not be anywhere near the levers of power in the United States of America. Say what you want, but Judge Jackson was unbelievably disrespectful to Republican
I'm talking about,
senators
man, come on.
that in many cases were really nicely asking questions. She had total disdain and even hatred for them, and I understand that she's very proud of the fact that she never once voted to support President Trump on anything. She always voted against me, and she brags about it. I always voted against Trump. How about that? Is that nice? She always voted against me.
Boy.
Senator Cruz, you know, the media has spent a lot of their time talking about the historical nature of this nomination. And indeed, it is historical. And Judge Jackson is well educated. She has a wonderful family. She has spent time visiting with us. But here's the thing. Just as Senator Cruz pointed out for you,
Glitch the guarantee. What's good with you, bro?
Issues. When you look at her sentencing practices, when you look at the leniency that she has practiced when she is releasing criminals, these are all issues that cause us tremendous concern. Now, did we try to get answers from her, straight answers, about why she made these decisions? Indeed, we did. Were those answers satisfactory? Were they fulsome answers that dealt with her judicial philosophy? No, they
Absolutely
were not.
They were not.
Indeed, I told her that I was going to ask her about parental rights, about CRT, about biological males competing against biological females. And I was surprised that she did not come ready to answer those questions. And then when I asked her.
And that proved that she's not fit for the job. She's not fit for the job. And to anybody out here watching this who might say some old lame ass stuff like, oh, you did it black women. I absolutely love women, all women, specifically black women. My daughter's black, my sister's black, my mom is black, and all of that stuff that y'all could probably say. Yes. But okay, I will right after this, Pops. But Ketanji Brown Jackson is not qualified to be a Supreme Court justice. She ain't qualified. The very fact that she couldn't answer such a simple question like that proves her non-ability to do the job. Because just like old Orange Boy said, if she can't make the decision on what a woman is or tell us as a Supreme Court justice, a federal prosecutor, a federal judge, if she can't tell us, give us a blanket definition of what a woman is, then she definitely don't need to be making no federal decisions in federal court cases. That's a fact.
To give me the definition of the word woman, as we were discussing the BMI decision and Ginsburg saying there are enduring differences between male and female. She said she couldn't give that definition. And of course, we know why. It is because the dark money leftist groups that have been pushing to have a progressive on the Supreme Court have been pushing her nomination and confirmation do not want that definition. They're trying to erase woman. They are trying to push this agenda of woke education. These are some of the reasons for me that I cannot vote to confirm her to the U.S. Supreme Court.
You hear me? Not fit, right? My pops just asked me to pull this up, so I'm going to pull this up and read this to y'all. For this reason, God gave them up to dishonorable passions. For their women exchanged natural relations for those that are contrary to nature. And the men likewise gave up natural relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another. Men committing shameless acts with men and receiving in themselves the due penalty for their error. Right? Right now, you don't have to believe anything. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Right? But we believe over here, man. Matter of fact, we know over here. Right? This agenda is not an agenda that is conducive to the well-being of humans. Simply because it goes against the natural structure and order that was originally designed for us humans. And this is before we was even considered human. Right? I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to comprehend this. Everything about the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda goes against proper structured order. Right? Y'all can live y'all life however y'all want to live y'all life. And like I say, y'all got to take that up with the Most High. That ain't got nothing to do with me. What happened to back in the day when all of this stuff was not necessarily hidden, right? But was, not discussed in the manner it is now. Back in the day, people who were considered part of the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda. Shout out to my brother XL Pro, man. Y'all tap in with my brother, man. XL Pro, y'all know what it is, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share the social engineer, man. Hit that super chat, hit that cash app, man. You know what I'm talking about? Join the squad, man. We about to have them perks. Y'all, I'm gonna sit down this weekend. You feel me? Or I'm going to sit down after this weekend, and next week I'm going to come up with specific perks and do some readjustments to my tiers and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? For my AdSense and all that stuff. I'm going to do some adjustments and all of that. And we're going to get it together for y'all, man. We're going to have to make sure when y'all sign up to be members, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure you get exclusive perks. You know what I'm saying? Me and my pops going to put together something here. We're going to try to have a little link up situation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure out how we're going to do it. Y'all go over there to my email in my about section. Send me an email if that's something y'all want to be interested in. Give me some ideas, man. You know what I'm saying? We fully interactive platform over here, man. Our supporters and our subscribers and everybody that tap in with me and with my pops and with me and Els and everybody, E&E. You know what I'm saying? We do this for y'all, man. So y'all's input matter and y'all's input is important. Anything y'all like to see on the show, anything y'all think I could do to improve, make things better as an experience for y'all are more than welcome to send me an email and let me know. If y'all think it's something I need to tighten up on, something that I'm lacking on, let me know, y'all. I'm open to feedback and criticism. I want it and I accept it, man. I'm only smart enough to know how much I don't know. Shout out to my brother XL Pro for coming through with the cash snap. You hear me? Y'all go ahead and follow that brother's lead, man, and hit that cash app. You know what I'm talking about? Moderators, if you could, man, if you would, man, if you don't mind, go ahead and copy and paste that old cash app and that PayPal out of that about section and post it in the comments section for everybody who may possibly want to contribute to a real one like myself. You understand what I'm saying, man? This stuff is getting crazy, y'all, man. You know? And the panel is still open. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit up here and do this. You know? The panel is open. You know? The panel is open. Y'all more than welcome to hit that trucking link. You hear me? Come up and speak your piece on this, ladies, man. All y'all ladies in attendance in the clouds, man. I implore with y'all, come tap in, speak on this. Listen, over here, we hold both sides accountable. And I don't want y'all to think because the title of the show is, and I'm going to sit here and just accost and castigate any chicks. Nah, I want to know y'all's opinion on this. If you were a supporter of this situation and this agenda at one point in time, if you have the Ovarian Fortitude, come up and speak on it. Have y'all benefited from supporting this? Because ladies, y'all have been proponents of this. Y'all have supported this. And I'm not talking about just black women. I'm talking about all women. All ladies have supported this to some extent, right? Even ladies who come from cultures who diametrically opposed to this agenda. I even see people who consider themselves followers of Islam who are strict against this stuff. I don't even see y'all support this. Right?
Islam forbids homosexuality as a practice, not as a feeling, because no one is. You can say someone is not in control of how they feel in some cases, and we accept that. So if someone feels in a certain way, then it's forbidden to act upon it. Now, Islam forbids this. It doesn't mean that if someone practices it, by the way, they become an ex-Muslim or that they leave Islam or they excommunicate. They're still with major sin.
When you say major sin, are there a number of
hierarchy of sins?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So where would that rank?
High, very high. Like Ibn Qayyim, one of the scholars of Islam, he says up there with murder. It's up there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very.
But what about a man cheating on his wife or vice versa? That's a major sin as well.
Yeah. So if a man cheats on his wife, it's a major sin. Like on the same level.
Is that on the same level?
Yeah, 100%.
There are things that in Islam that main people will not consider. Like, for example, usury, like interest, getting a loan.
Pay attention to what he's saying now.
Things like that are seen as major sins on that kind of level as well.
Usury. Remember when I spoke on usury the other day, y'all? Right?
We as Muslims must stand on what Allah has ordered. If we look at the LGBTQXYZ agenda, we as Muslims cannot support this, not to make alliances. Even if they don't support our causes, we don't need them, we need Allah. Know this, that the wife of Lut, alayhi salatu salam, the Prophet Lot, alayhi salam, his wife was called a kafira in the Quran for her support of the LGBTQ people in the time of Lut. She didn't practice that action, but she supported those people. She's called a kafira in the Quran.
How many genders are there?
We as Muslims must stand.
How many genders are there?
I think 10. Sex and gender are different. Transgender is good.
It's good?
Yes, but it's free.
8-year-olds cutting off their wiener?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
We came to Morocco to find out how many genders are there.
2, female and male.
Can I be a woman?
You? Yeah.
Live your life, do your thing, and leave others alone. Don't go to schools to say to children, I'm a drag queen, I'm transgender.
I can be a woman?
No. I kill you.
How many genders?
They ain't playing with that stuff, man. You hear me?
You know, it's important to me in every project I do. I'm queer, I'm brown, I'm South Asian, I'm Muslim, I'm British, I'm so many things. And none of those things I check at the door when I enter a space. And so I've been given this platform like no one else. I was one of the first.
Now, I'm about to show y'all this, man. And this is what I say about y'all sisters supporting this stuff, man. You hear me? This is what I be talking about when I be talking about what I be talking about. Right? Y'all support this stuff, man. Right? Y'all support this stuff, man. On high levels, too. I ain't even going, man. We got to box cleverly, y'all. We got to box. we got to box cleverly, y'all. So I'm going to just sit up here and do this. Right? So we got to box cleverly, man. Got to box cleverly, man. Right? We got to box cleverly, man. How many of y'all know who this guy is, man? Dan France. He was recently on the Jennifer Hudson show. Right? Yeah, man. Right?
Oh, it's important to me in every project I do. I'm queer, I'm brown, I'm South Asian, I'm Muslim, I'm British, I'm so many things. And none of those things I check at the door when I enter a space. And so I've been given this platform like no one else.
A double-minded man. Right? Think about that scripture, man. A double-minded man. You hear me? He's brown, he's gay, he's South Asian, he's British, he's Muslim. Everything but you was designed to be.
I was one of the first openly queer Muslims to ever be in entertainment, which is insane. And so every project I've done since then, I make it really clear I'm not going to take on that project until you make sure it's diverse. So our contestants are so diverse.
We love that.
An audience full of chicks just clapping this stuff on, man.
I make it clear every time I'm offered a job, I'm like, okay, talk to me about who the people are going to be on the show. I have power that I'm going to use. And if you can't meet those requirements, it's not for me. It's not for me.
Right?
How often do you think you should wash your jeans?
Not very often.
Not very often.
Like, not very often. I'm going to say, like, every 20th wear.
That's nasty.
I have been a J-Hood stan from the start.
Really?
Yeah, I need to tell you a story. No. Okay. I promise I'm not a crazy person. I was so well adjusted at this point. But when I was younger, I was quite the J-Hood
Thank you.
fan. When you were on American Idol, I'm sure you're done talking about American Idol. I lived in America when I was like 19.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't, I was from England, and so I didn't have an American mobile phone. So I wanted to vote, and so I would go to the street corner where they had a payphone to vote for you. Yeah.
That is a true J-Hud team member.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all support this stuff, man. Support this stuff, man. You know, y'all support this stuff, man. Y'all support this stuff. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, and that's why when that lady had her press conference, she was saying that's why we say a no vote. We say a no vote, man. For the you know what I'm talking about, for her being the goddamn Supreme Court justice, because if she can't answer that simple question, man, she don't need to be presiding over no federal cases for a lifetime. I want y'all to understand that Supreme Court justices are appointed for the duration of their life until they retire or they die. That is entirely too much power for one person to have. Right? Here we go. You know they got to get the real to do it too.
This wasn't just about a hate crime against being LGBTQ. In the report, you know, what he was saying was that he was also called the N-word, etc. So it covered a number of issues.
That's a whole nother topic when it comes to black men or black people in the LGBTQ community. That's a whole nother issue that we have. But I a lot of alphabets. Yes. But I just think back to my friends that actually got hurt and my friends that were killed. And they should have been. And they didn't have any I got a question. There was this belief that hate crimes happen towards people in the LGBT.
I got a question. So why do you think in our community they are making fun of Jesse?
Because he's gay.
And Dave Chappelle and a lot of people, you know, they say that it's a hoax and things. Do you think that that helped attribute to it?
We defended him, and people made fun of us. I posted about Jesse, and I got made fun of. I was told to take the post down, and it's still there because I still think this represents that we still have to have attention towards people in that community that are dealing with this every single day. I didn't take it down.
Oh, good.
No, I didn't take it down because they need to. Yes, exactly, and that's why I'm just saying this example. For Jesse, I want the right. We need justice. We need the right thing to happen. Obviously, we need the truth to come out. But if he did stage a crime, there has to be a punishment for that. And then we also need to have justice for all those crimes that actually did happen.
And there isn't.
Or didn't happen.
Chicago police are putting so much energy to this. Mind you, Chicago
been saying that.
Been going through hell for so long. Chicago police had an entire torture unit.
Yes.
That was clandestine from people forever. So for them to be trying to trump this up like it's something of value or so enormous or such an issue that it needs to be handled is a gross misuse of power and justice.
And this is why some people just, man. So y'all support this stuff, ladies. All across the board, no matter if you black, Asian, Puerto Rican, Dominican.
Who is coming out as trans, but you guys, not everyone has been supportive. People like Young Thug, Boosie, and Soraya have all actually made headlines for speaking out against it. But one person...
Hold on, Young Thug. See, this is what I'm talking about, Jeffrey. How's Jeffrey going to be speaking out against Dwayne Wade's son coming out as a young wanting to be girl, and this guy literally calls other grown men female terms that a guy would use in reference to a female, and he wears dresses. A guy who calls other men bae and lover, pause, right? Absolutely is the epitome of hypocrisy that he has something to say against this, though. I never knew that, but that's crazy. Let's go.
Actually supportive and has spoken out is Cardi B. Did you guys actually see this? She was on her live and she actually said that Zaya was born this way. She even said that it was like the song that Lady Gaga sang, that like people are born this way. And she went on to say that
they absolutely are not.
That people were questioning.
No science to prove it. There is no science to prove to date that you are born a part of the LGBT. There's no science to prove it to date. Zero. None. There's people kill me talking about you were born this way. No, baby. No. Being a part of the LGBT or being LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda is not genetic. Just like gender is a social construct, being a part of that community is a social construct. It is not genetic. It's not biological. It's not heretical in a biological sense. Right? Flat out. Let's go.
Young to transition. She also said that people should be able to find their happiness even if they're kids.
See how they're using these rappers to push these agendas? I wonder if Cardi B's daughters, sons, whatever she got, I wonder if they said, "Mommy, I want to be a boy." And I believe Cardi B has daughters. I wonder if one of her daughters came to her and said, "I want to be a boy," if she would allow them to transition into a boy. Just a thought. All right. Any of you parents out there who would advocate, go along with, even be in agreement with legislation that could be passed or is attempting to be made to be passed that advocates for young children underage, especially prepubescent children, being able to determine if they could do sex hormone replacement, you know what I'm saying, procedures, even physical procedures, invasive. That is child abuse. And you should absolutely not be presiding over children. Flat out. Flat out. Let's go. And see, this is the view, or should I say, this is the you know, these all these girls on the reel, man. You know, all these girls on the reel, man. Just advocate for this stuff, and this is why I played this clip, because this ain't nothing. This is Asian woman, Black women, Latina women. This is a mixture of all so-called minorities advocating for the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda through right, the conduit of Dwayne Wade and his son, which I absolutely refuse to call that little boy Zaya. He's a little boy, young man, or young male, should I say. And his name is Zion, or Zion. That's what I would refer to him as when I speak on him. I don't have to respect anybody's pronouns. I have no respect for person, right, or of person. I have no respect of person. I got respect for a person, but not of it. Understand the difference. Zero respect of person. I don't care who you are, or should I say what you are. That doesn't matter to me. If I see you and you look like a little boy, even if you look like a little boy who's trying to look like a little girl, I'm going to refer to you as young man, young brother. Flat out. Right? Straight like that. Or I just wouldn't address you at all. I just wouldn't use any type of anything. Right? That's what I'll do. But if I say young man, I'm going to refer to you as a young man. If you look like a young man with a mustache, I didn't see dudes running around here with full beards, with lace fronts on. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
I think that we have started like assigning way too much value to like things people say that have never said valuable things.
Well, who is this chick, man?
I think we have assigned way too much value to things people say that have never been known for saying valuable things.
Okay.
Cardi has always, in my opinion, had a brain and used it, and you could say that you don't like how she says things or she got an accent, but Cardi has a lot of common sense. I'm not saying everything she has said has been perfect. Everything I have said hasn't been perfect. People think that you have to be flawless or agree with everything someone says in order for you to respect what they say. But what I love about Cardi is you can always respect that it's coming from an authentic place.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's always coming from a thoughtful place.
I don't know who this girl is that they got on the talk or the reel. I don't know who this girl is, but or who this girl was, but oh my God. Ain't nothing worse, man, than a whole panel full of whole bunch of chicks just be babbling, man. You know, just a whole bunch of be babble. You understand what I'm saying, man? I love when I'm hearing a very thought-provoking conversation by critical thinking, intelligent women, though. That's something I just sit in there and just be quiet and just listen. But this right here, though, this is something different, right? You know, and if I'm not mistaken, the reel's not even on the air anymore. But I might be mistaken. I don't watch network television, so I honestly don't know. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember seeing or reading or hearing somewhere where the reel got canceled and it's no longer a show. But I could be mistaken. But whoever this chick is, this black girl, I don't know, she might be mixed or whatever. They just, man.
And I feel like it's always coming from a place of like trying to have a human understanding of the situation. And I think that as we're talking about a child, again, I said this before, we do not let black children be children. Like, why are we talking about this young person in the media without any respect to their youth or its protection?
You want to know why? Because
and the reason why we're not doing that, I can answer that. Let me answer that for you. It's because when you put a child in adult situations, like deciding if they can change their gender, I dare say their sex, by going through some type of procedures or processes that contribute to that possibly potentially becoming more of a thing when it absolutely could never be. Now we're talking about something different. This is why that goes out the window. So there ain't going to be nothing about no. This is why I'm saying this whole agenda is stripping the children of their childhood innocence, because when you give children the okay to make adult decisions, therefore behaving in the manner in which an adult would, they are no longer adults, or they're no longer children. Understand that, y'all. So that's something to think about, man. You put a child in an adult situation to where they have to make adult decisions. Being able to decide at the age of 6 or 7, if I feel like I'm a little boy, so I want to be a little boy, and y'all give them like we don't let kids drive or none of that stuff, vote or anything. Why would we let them make such a decision? And women, y'all have been advocating for this. Y'all have been going along with this stuff. One of the main proponents of it. It's not a race-specific thing. This is across the board. Y'all have supported this. And the fact that nobody hit the link and came up and talked about it is very telling. It's very telling, right?
In my opinion, black people have been very conservative about LGBTQ. We hide it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We go every Sunday morning, we see the gay music choir, and we try to act like sexuality. And that's when people are confused. In my opinion, I feel when people don't know something and they're confused about it, that's when they shun it.
And then they say ignorant statements.
And they make jokes about it.
Yeah.
And it's not a joke about somebody's sexuality. Yeah. It's time for us to stand up and start realizing that we need to understand sexuality and that it's okay. Gender.
Right? Just a whole bunch of babble, right? Huh? My pops said get the King James version. Hey, I'm going to read this for y'all real quick. My pops asked me to. Because of this, God gave them over to shameful lusts. Even their women exchanged natural relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, the men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with the lust for one another. Men committed indecent acts with other men and received in themselves the due penalty for their perversion. All right. Right.
All right, this is going to be a good one. I know, right? First up, President-elect Donald Trump set off a media firestorm this week after sending out this tweet that said, nobody should be allowed to burn the American flag. If they do, there must be consequences, perhaps loss of citizenship or a year in jail. Now, Trump's tweet sparked a...
Right.
But is it justified? I'll let you decide. According to a recent article on the dailymail.com, a girls' camp in the Hamptons with girls as young as 9 and 10 saw male genitalia for the first time because a person with a penis who identifies as a girl was allowed to bunk with them. So Bethany also claims that the parents of the girls obviously weren't happy and that she understood many people might not want their child to have this sort of visual that soon. Well, some say live and let live. Others are just not feeling it. So I want to know from you guys, should there be a disclaimer to let other people know that your son or daughter is trans, especially when it comes to camps?
Okay, this was, because I want to be very clear.
Yes.
This is a podcast. And on the podcast, it wasn't her daughter that was exposed.
Right.
Because she says her daughter doesn't go to the camp.
Listen to this, man. Listen to this effery, man.
Yes, that this happened.
Why is this even a discussion?
Claiming this has happened. Now, with that said, a camp. Have you ever been to a camp?
I went to a sleepaway camp one time. I got sponsored to go to the John Starks basketball camp. They sent me at 3 feet, as if I could play basketball, but I was very excited to go.
That's
It was a great experience.
I shared a bunk.
You shared a bunk, and I had other, and this is the thing that I find interesting. Obviously, I don't have a brother, but Jeannie, you were raised with 2 brothers. I just want to try to be honest. I'm not putting this on you, or if it's weird, let me know. Did you ever see your little brother's private parts prior to being 9 years old?
Yeah, also we shared one bathroom in a small home.
Did it
so
traumatize you in any way? Were you unfamiliar with the genitalia?
No, and that's why I have a problem with the word exposing.
That's my issue too.
Yes, this person and no trans person should be ever seen as a predator. They should be seen as somebody who was a criminal in their act of just being who they are.
Yeah.
And I also don't think that the parents should have been informed, as if it's the parents' responsibility of the trans child to expose who their kid is or to give an update about their kid's personal business. I feel bad for this kid. I don't
see what I'm saying, man. And Jeezy, man. I be listening to GD My talk, man. You know, talk about Uncle Diggy. This is Jeezy's wife and his baby, his wife, you know, and his child's mother. So I, you know, I ain't gonna get into all of that though, man. But come on, G's, man. Come on, bro. Listen to this girl, man. This is Jeannie Mai talking, man.
No, obviously this is a story that's told from another, perspective. But I just hope that this kid didn't feel like they had to be segregated in this girls' camp.
That can be traumatizing.
Can you imagine changing your clothes, man or woman? If you're changing your clothes and you hear speculation about you being nude, that you're bare and that you can't change because everybody's whispering about you, that is such a hard thing to deal with. And I think, if anything, those same parents, you guys are responsible for talking to your kids about what is out there, period. Whether they come to a camp or they're at one place that's only.
And this is what I'm saying, man. Why do we even have to have this conversation? The fact, like I say, y'all, the very fact that this is even a topic of discussion is disturbing. Why are we talking about this? What are we doing here? What is the point of all of this? Now, this is what I'll be talking about when we're talking about contradictory things when they get to the level of cognitive dissonance. What are we talking about here? Huh? Why do we even have to live? Why does our society at a point to where we even have to have this discussion? Mark Joe, Mr. O from Chicago, what happened, man? Right? Why is this even a topic of discussion? Why is it even something that I have to sit down and discuss with my child? That's my whole thing right there. Because when we have these discussions with our children, I want y'all to understand any discussion or any compliance acquiescence going along with allowing your child underage, sometimes prepubescent, to make decisions, life-altering decisions concerning their bodies due to their sexuality or their sexual gender or sexual identity, that is sexualizing them. Children don't even contemplate such things when they are left alone to just be children. So why are our children being made to even contemplate such things when in recent times they haven't? Well, all of a sudden now, within like past 10, 15, let's just say 20 years, this has really been a thing. Who benefits from this? Have the children benefit from this? Has there been studies done to show that since the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda has had its full onslaught legislatively, societally, in every single aspect of our society, has it been proven that children are getting better in areas? Have children improved drastically other than other groups of children as a result of them being allowed to be who they are? Where's the science to back it up? Where's the case studies to back it up? Where's the study groups to back it up? If I'm not mistaken, allegedly suicide rates are exponentially higher, allegedly, amongst this group of people than anyone else, which I don't think is true. Right? Listen to G. This is Jeezy, our favorite trap star, Jeezy. Jay Jenkins is his name, if I'm not mistaken. Out of Macon, Georgia, not really Atlanta. This is his wife and his child's mother speaking on this stuff, man. Like, come on, man.
Girls, trans people exist and they have lives and they also deserve the respect and the knowledge of your kids just being aware that people come in different ways. Whatever you're assigned at birth, it doesn't just mean that it's black and white and that's who you are.
Did y'all hear what Jeannie Mai just said? Whatever you were assigned at birth. Listen to what they're saying, Pops. Listen to what they're saying. Whatever you were assigned, whatever you were born as, male, female, that is not all of who you are. Basically, what Jeannie Mai just said, in other words, is that there's something wrong with the way God made you. That's saying that the Most High made a mistake. right? Now, if you don't believe in such things, I mean, you know, do whatever, right? It's on you. That's on you, not on me.
That's the discussion that needs to be had with your children.
I respect what you're saying, and I also feel that a lot of people are just getting used to this idea.
Right.
A lot of people are getting, whether they accept it or don't accept it, this is all new.
Yeah, there's a real
I think we have
uncomfortability.
to also give people time to come to go with the new normal. I think we have to give people time. Not everybody's gonna.
The new normal, man. We will never accept this as being normal. Put an 11 in the chat if you have accepted this as the new normal. Put a 12 in the chat if you absolutely never will accept this as being the new normal. New normal. That's one of those words, phrases, compound words y'all hear me talk about all the time. Emotional intelligence, new normal. It's these words and these phrases they putting out in the lexicon through neuro-linguistic programming, repetition, getting it implanted into our psyche so that through repetition, we start to accept it as actuality. You understand me? I absolutely refuse. Never. Never in existence, ever. There's nothing normal about it. We'll never accept it. Never. Over here at A-Real Talk, listen, if you want to live your life, however you want to live your life, that's on you. What you do in the privacy of your home, in your personal situation, none of my business. I don't care. Don't want to know. Right? Just like my personal business. I'm going to do what I do. Whatever. Not going to impose myself on anyone. But see, this here agenda is very, very imposing. Right? Hold on. I'm in the middle of doing the show. What's good, bro? That was my man Ray, man. Hit me up, man. Listen. All my brethren and sistren who consider yourselves to be members of the LGBTQ movement community. But it's a lot of y'all who are actually members of the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda. There's a difference. Drink your water, man. You hear me? There's a difference, man. And I want y'all to know that it is a difference. Right? The LGBTQ community, the actual one, they don't go along with any of this stuff. They don't support men dressing up like horned, white paint-faced demons going to read our kids' school at elementary. They're not with young boys going to drag queen parties. So like I say, even the men, or should I say the males, even the males who have any modicum of respect for manhood and masculinity, being a somewhat feminine male if they're a fun boy, right? They're not even against this. They don't go along with any of this stuff. So y'all pay attention between the separation of the two. Like I say, man, y'all got to take that up on y'all's day of judgment with the Most High, just like I got to take up the things with my day of judgment with the Most High. The thing is, the people who may be still choosing to live these lifestyles, but they're not loud about it. They're not imposing about it. They're not okay with the stuff going on with all the kids and the indoctrination and sexualization of the kids. They're not with the whole thing. You got some people who are members of the so-called LGBTQ community. They don't even like the fact that pride is celebrated. Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, y'all. I wonder how many of y'all celebrate such things and go to parades across the country. Y'all realize that y'all are celebrating pride, which is one of the 7 deadly sins, man. Y'all ever thought about that? The pride of, like what my pops always say, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, the pride of life. So when you talk about LGBTQ pride, it's blasphemic in its nature because it has took a symbol like the rainbow, which was placed in the sky by the Most High to promise us that he would never destroy the earth by way of flood. Never said he wasn't going to destroy the earth now. It just wasn't going to be by flood. They took that symbol and inverted it into something so demonic, straight out of the mind of LSD himself. I didn't mean for this to go this way, but y'all have to know eventually, and this is the reason why my pops is in attendance tonight, right? It was going to eventually go this way. You did. So, I mean, you know, and I'm really shocked. I ain't gonna say I'm shocked, but, you know, I'm kind of sitting here thinking like, damn, I hit the link. I dropped the link and ain't nobody come up. Like, and I know some chicks is in attendance and watching too. That's crazy, right? And this is part of the problem, or should I say part of the problem, right? It'd have been dope to get some ladies to speak on this, man. Come up out of them clouds. You understand me? And sit up there and speak your piece. You did. It would have been dope. Let's see what's good with my homie, man. I just think that's crazy, man. I think it's crazy, man. For real, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? And like I say, when I have shows like this is not me castigating women. This ain't me, you know, that. This y'all not fault. I'm just asking a question. You know, because I see all of this pushback now after all of the support that y'all done sit up there and gave, you know what I'm saying, over the years for this agenda. I'm talking about 10 toes down supporting this, man. I'm talking about in the paint protesting, advocating, telling us that we displaying toxic masculinity because we saying stuff against dudes being fun boys. Like that's okay. If everybody is a fun boy, what's going to happen when we need men to defend? Right? You know what I'm talking about? You understand what I'm saying, man? Serious business, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ladies, man, I love y'all to death, man, you know? And just like I say to my brothers, man, you know, we hold each other accountable, man. Even myself as well, man. But when it comes to stuff like this, man, you know, this one is, you know, this whole agenda, man, has been basically mainly supported by women. And it's just amazing to me that now that, you know, it's getting to where, you know, it is like now the women seeing how it hasn't been beneficial, right? Now they speaking out about it and want people to wonder where the protection at, wonder where's the support at. Now that these guys are coming for y'all spot, telling y'all what womanhood is and how to be a woman and what it is to be a woman. You don't own periods, and y'all don't determine what womanhood is. You know, womanhood is eclectic. Womanhood is binary. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't exclusive. It ain't special. It's not specific anymore. It's fluid. And it's just amazing to me. You know what I'm talking about? It's just amazing to me, right? You know what I'm saying? That now we hearing all this stuff from the ladies on all sides, but y'all was the main purveyors of this stuff. The main supporters. Let's go.
Be okay with that. I don't know if they should have said ahead of time, because that would have been, a lot of kids would have been looking at this poor child. But I also think that.
What you mean they would have been looking at? This a little boy in an all-girls camp. What you mean? Why would they not be looking at him strange? That's like you've been kicking it with a dude for a minute. That's like y'all was kids and y'all was kicking it with a new little young guy moved to the neighborhood, and y'all had a sleepover or something, and it was really a little girl. Like, y'all gonna be like, whoa, wait, like what? Like, come on, man, like come on. What do y'all expect? And see, this is what I'm saying. This is putting our children in the mind frame of having to make adult decisions and contemplate adult issues. My pop say, man, gay parade is nothing but gay. It's nothing but gay balls. Back in my day, they had sad to say mostly were black men. And that's crazy, man. All right. That's ill, Pops. You know, I'm just one of these people that have the testicular fortitude to address this stuff. I'm not afraid to speak on this. Because like I said, I know how to speak on things without being disrespectful. I actually know people who are part of the LGBTQ, the real one, the ones who don't go along with all of this over-sexualization of the children and imposing themselves and this ideology on the rest of us. Lance Parker, what it do, man? It's all good, Lance Parker, man. Show your love, show your support, man. Hit that like button. We got my brother Lance Parker in the building, man, a supporter, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't late. Y'all right on time, man. You hear me? Hit that link. Come on up and speak on this, man. We're gonna go a full 3 hours since we going. We're gonna go to 11 p.m. and we're gonna shut it down in the next 28 minutes. You did. Y'all want to hit that link in the last little 30 minutes of the show? Y'all can hit that link. You know, this is a serious issue, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's a very serious issue, man, because now even Mr. Rose. Mr. Rose said, I got them in my family and work with, and I still give them the smoke. And it's not about giving nobody no smoke or being disrespectful. It's about being honest, man. Listen, you live your life how you see fit. Like I say, y'all got to deal with that. That's between you and the Most High, man. I'm about to sit up here and be telling nobody how they should live their life or none of that. But when it comes to the children, when it comes to the rest of us, man, I absolutely cannot go along or acquiesce to this imposition upon my rights, upon I will not do that. I will not go. I'm not. 2 + 2 will never equal 5, man. Listen to me, man. Hashtag 2 + 2 does not equal 5. Hashtag 2 + 2 will never equal 5 in my eyes. Jack, shout out to my brother, Sir Ism. You did. 2 + 2 will never equal 5 over here at A Real Talk, man. We don't do cognitive dissonance. We might do a little bit of contradictory every now and again because, you know, we human. That's a part of our human nature, right? Let me respond to my brother Rain Man. You feel me? Yeah, man. I ain't going. And I like to think that most of y'all rocking with me ain't going as well, right? But now think about this, right? He said the ones in my family start talking to me. And that's crazy, man. You feel me? My man Mr. O said, bro, I live by the laws of the Most High and the laws of nature, and both of them won't allow me to respect them, period. You feel me? And I mean, hey, I digress, man. You hear me? I can't not agree with my brother with what he said. You feel me? It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? This is just one of them things that's sensitive. And, seemingly over the years, this little small niche offense group is what I call them, which are their plethora of threat groups, or should I say, there are plenty of victim groups out here. It's the LGBTQ being probably the biggest one out of all the little victim groups, offense groups, who have so much influence, and the influence and power that they have is delusional in its essence. It ain't even real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Pops, man. The Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Completely, totally. Solely because, not because of murder, not because of robbery and thievery and usury, but because of this, LGBTQ. Now, if you don't believe in the Most High, that's on you. You ain't got to, like I said, that's something that y'all got to, it ain't up for me to condemn, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do any of that. Oh, man. What was you talking about, brother? Yeah, man, right? Smash that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Now, if you're a member of the LGBTQ community, come on up and speak your piece too. This is an open platform. Ladies, y'all have advocated for this. All of y'all, I don't care what your race, your ethnicity, your culture, your hair, y'all all have advocated for this at some point. All groups, I don't mean all of you, I mean all groups. A nice majority out of all groups of women have supported and advocated for this agenda at some point, at some level. And my main question that I always ask is, when this whole thing started, I used to always ask specific women, especially those who were advocating for this stuff, what is y'all gaining from this? What is y'all benefiting from advocating for this? What have y'all benefited? How have y'all benefited? In what ways did women benefit from advocating for this agenda since its major influx about a good 15, 20 years ago? I'm awake. What was the benefit? How have y'all benefited? What did y'all benefit? And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, let me see. This dude trying to get me to go to this money bag, yo. I'm seeing what's up with him. Huh? How have y'all benefited from this, man? I would like to know. How have y'all benefited, man? What did y'all benefit, if y'all have, or if you think you have? What was gained, right, from women as a whole by supporting this agenda? What improved for y'all? What got better for y'all? That's what I'm saying, Uncle Tickety. No, seriously, my sisterin', all my sisterin' across the spectrum. I don't care what color you are, race, ethnicity, culture, heritage, creed, credo, none of that. What did y'all benefit? How did y'all benefit? When y'all started advocating for this stuff, marching for this movement, marching for this agenda, protesting for this agenda, going along with legislation for this agenda, what did y'all get out of that? Like, I've been sitting here thinking all day, Uncle Diggity, like I'm trying to think to as far back as I can remember when this became like a real thing. I'm thinking like, what was the benefit for women supporting this? Like, what improved? What got better for women? How did women somehow get an advantage by helping this agenda, by supporting this agenda, advocating, voting for this agenda? And I'm sitting here scratching my head like I can't think of anything. And I'm not saying that there's not anything. I just can't think of it. I'm only smart enough to know how much I don't know. This dude Court crazy, man. You know, you can't invite a brother to somebody like that, man, and not come scoop a guy, scoop your brethren up. If I say what's up, man, you trying to go to the show, man, yeah. I'm like, all right. Not necessarily, though. Not necessarily. But that's an E&E thing, you know what I'm saying? I'll keep that to myself, man. Shout out to my brother Rain Man, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my brother Rain Man. But he said, not my sisters. It seems like they got a bit of an emasculated man fetish. That same snake turned on. You feel me, Uncle Diggity? You feel me? I mean, I really want to know, ladies. Like, what did y'all benefit? How have y'all benefited from supporting this agenda? Have y'all benefited? I mean, I've been sitting here thinking all day, like, man, what actually happened beneficial for women as a result of supporting this agenda? Like society, legislatively, what got increasingly significantly better for y'all? I don't get it. Help me out, man. Help me out, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's listen to Garcelle.
There's got to be a way to figure it out because this is all new and you can be progressive, but not everybody's up to speed to where you are.
So it's
Does that make sense?
Yes, let me just ask so I'm clear. When you say it's all new, what do you mean what's new?
I'm saying the fact that now we have, open like if you go to a bathroom.
You feel me, Uncle Diggity? Pause, man. Like somehow, ladies, to a degree, and I think this is where you're going with this, Uncle Diggity. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me, brother. To some extent, a nice majority of y'all get pleasure, or y'all getting some type of pleasure, satisfaction out of seeing men being feminized and emasculated, kind of like for all these years of oppression, those centuries of oppression, it's like a genetic thing, like an epigenetic thing. Huh? Like, down with the patriarchy. Down with the patriarchy. Yeah. All y'all are turning fun boys anyway. This is what men get. Yeah, they're not fit to lead because they all want to have sex with each other. When the overwhelmingly mass majority of us absolutely do not agree with anything going on with this. So the people who are in charge, who claim to be men, they're running this. So you got to understand how diabolical this whole agenda is. Think what it takes for a mind to go to the place of thinking, how do we take out our future potential enemies? We concoct a scheme, an agenda, right, to take that which out of them, which gives them the ability to overcome us, their masculinity. Now that's some diabolical ish, if you ask me. You hear me? Yeah, that like I don't understand what's going on with y'all. Like I said, a lot of chicks. Don't get me wrong. Like I know that a lot of guys that are fun boys, man. Y'all gotta think I did 6.5 years in a joint. You hear me? So dudes be fun boys too, man. We ain't gonna sit up here and act like it's just. But there are more females than there are males. There's more women than men in this country, flat out. So I say that to say that when it's more gay women than, or so there's more gay females than there are gay males. So it's a numbers game at the end of the day, right? And if we're going to do a per capita thing, out the water, y'all are promoting this stuff. Not only are y'all promoting this, y'all are the main participators. So y'all being indoctrinated through things like feminism. To create the exact environment that is totally not conducive to you becoming who you designed to be. Under false pretenses of having hatred for the patriarchy. Down with the patriarchy. Down with the patriarchy. Let them all be gay so they can all be soft and not defend and not protect, and we can take over like as if you got the ability to do it. It's some crazy ass chicks out here that really think they can operate and structure and build infrastructure in society when it's never been done in human history. And y'all been supporting this thing, man.
You can go to a bathroom that now,
the acceptance
of all of
trans people.
No, they always exist. But I'm saying nowadays, kids are able to say if they're a girl, but now I want to be taken as a boy. Like all this is really new. All the pronouns are new. And I love that you accept it right out of the gate, but not everybody accepts it right out of the gate.
It's okay to not accept it. What's wrong is the way Bethany did it. And you're making people feel shameful. First of all, there are now
notice that she said you're making people feel shameful. Let me let y'all know something. It is shameful. There's nothing more shameful in my opinion than this. This is very shameful. This is a very shameful thing to, for one, sexualize your child. That's very shameful. Two, also to allow, by way of this sexualization, over-sexualization, to allow your child to make adult decisions based on the over-sexualization that you allow to transpire based on how they may feel. I think it's abuse. Personally, if you are a parent and you would allow your 6-year-old child to tell you that they are the opposite of what they were born, and you act on that by getting them on hormones or whatever, I think that's child abuse. So to answer Lonnie's, it's shameful. They say people, Bethany should know, she's shameful because it's shameful. And we have to get rid of this whole stigma of shaming. We need to have shame. And when you do some shameful-ish, you need to be blazed for it. When we going to so we're going to sit up here and make it okay to do shameful stuff? Is that what we're saying? That's what we're saying. We saying that indirectly. that we're okay with shameful stuff. And y'all don't want to live in, do y'all want to continue to live in a society where there's no shame? Just do whatever, huh? Just do whatever, huh? We can tell that shame is being deleted from society when we see people who giving microphones and TV and television, computer screens, and having influence, right? What my pops say, our government is messed up. The Bible said the head is sick, the whole body is sick. You did? Tap in.
All gender camps. So we're learning.
That's specific to
this is what we've been talking about on this show recently.
All gender camps. And this is what I'm saying, though. These are people who are allegedly educated, went to school, is professionals in their career and their line of work, and they're really sitting here saying all genders. There's only 2 genders. And y'all saying that the go-to is, well, gender is a societal construct. Is it? Because I could have sworn, okay, so say sex and gender, okay, whatever, man, right? The two are intertwined with each other, right? Now think about this, y'all, man. This is cognitive dissonance now, man. This is asking us to believe that 2 + 2 is 5. A woman could never be a man, and a man could never be a woman. A male could never be a female. I don't care what you do, what process you go through. It ain't natural. If you were born with testicles and a penis, you are a male, flat out. Just if you were born with ovaries and a placenta and all of that, a uterus, you are a fallopian tube. You are a female, flat out. There's nothing you could do to change that. And if you could possibly do some type of weird, creepy, demonic, genetic modification, biologic modification to bring out that which is in here, that still don't matter. You still a male. You still was born not that way. And when we get to a point in our society, y'all, where we're really sitting down having these conversations, man, that lets you know how fractured the society is. The fact that we've been having these conversations. The fact that this is even a topic of discussion lets you know that our society is on the decline, fractured, crumbling. I dare say over with, kaput. You know? And to be sitting up here to be made like you some type of bigot or you some type of ism or some type of ist because you speak on it, I ain't gonna do that. I reserve my right to have my opinion. I reserve my right to think differently, and I reserve my right to not accept any of this stuff. I don't care what nobody's had. No respect of person. Zero. Right? Just because I don't agree with your lifestyle don't mean I'm disrespecting you. Vice versa. If I never knew about it, how would I know anyway? Right? So, you know, man, y'all think about that, man. Right? So, you know, I'm just saying, though, man, we all do our fair share of sinning, I'm sure, to some degree. But, you know, at some point, we got to realize where the debauchery is just getting to levels to where we just cannot accept and acquiesce and, you know, comply with, man. And when it comes to the children, man, I ain't going. I don't care about what nobody says. I ain't going. I'm not going. When it comes to these kids, man, you ain't about to say, I'm going to be the dude that's going to be front line with this stuff, man. I ain't going. I don't care how any of y'all feel. It don't even matter how you feel, right? And that's an issue too. We have allowed feelings to determine policy. We have allowed feelings to determine, how we interact with each other, and feelings determine who's allowed to say what and do what. And when that starts to happen, y'all, that's what I'm saying. We getting into a whole different situation, man. And we just can't allow this. We can't allow feelings to trump facts and actuality versus reality. Right? So thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody showing y'all support. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing your social engineering. You understand what I'm saying, man? Hit that PayPal, hit that Cash App, hit the super chat, support the show. You know, sharing your social engineering, tap in, engage, get in the comment section, speak your piece. You are all welcome over here. Everybody is welcome. You know what I'm saying? We got dope shows coming up. Tomorrow is Friday night wrap up. Y'all know how we do it. Friday night wrap up. We're going to be in E&E studios more than likely. You did. Tap in, walk with it. We're going to talk about this week's trending topic, current events, as we listen to E&E music. I got something special for y'all on Saturday. I ain't going to tell y'all about it. We got some special content coming for y'all Saturday. It's a beautiful thing. So, tap in Saturday, and I'm going to keep y'all posted. You did. On your way out, hit that like button, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share it on your social engineering, man. Listen, ladies, y'all going to have to handle this one on y'all's own, man. Straight like that, Pop. Once again, you see how God felt about it. He destroyed it once. We'll do it again. Good night, son. I'm saying, telling y'all, right? And, and say what you want to say and feel how you want to feel, man. But just keep in mind, man. Keep in mind. I say, out of all things that you can consider sin or something God ain't going for, he ain't never destroyed a whole 2 cities because they was filled with murderers, man. He ain't never destroyed the whole city because they was murderers, man. You know what I'm talking about? 2 entire cities. Oh, yeah, man. On Saturday, we going in. It's going to be special, man. It's going to be a special thing. I'm going to definitely drop the link. Definitely going to be able to pop in and speak your piece. You dig? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. Y'all going to love it, man. Y'all going to love it. So just be on the lookout for that Saturday. Y'all know tomorrow we getting into it. Friday night wrap up as usual. Wow. You dig? I might even do something special early in the afternoon for y'all on Saturday. But Saturday evening, we're going to have something special for y'all over here at A-Room. So we're going to do something real special. Just make sure you stay tuned in and tapped in. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. We extended it a little extra because, this is a sensitive issue, man. I appreciate all y'all coming in to tap in and engage. So we got my pops in the building, my brother, Uncle Diggity, everybody else, Lance Parker, everybody else. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate the support. We grinding, we growing, we on the rise to the top. Mm-mm. 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 What y'all know about that, man? We are going to rise to the top. Shout out to Cam and Mace, man. Killer and Murder Mace, man. Killer Cam, Murder Mace for extinguishing their differences, man, and linking up like real ones to get the deal popping over there with, they new show, man. Talking about they just got I think a $30 million deal they just about to get. Like, wow. Ain't even been 3 months since they went on popping, man, and they got a $30 million deal already. They ain't complaining about going to no CNN. They ain't complaining about getting hired by ESPN or that. Now they just created their own lane, man. 30 mil. Woo-wee. Tap in, walk with us, man. Y'all know I'm gonna leave y'all with some of this E&E music. You did. Ladies Night Edition, man. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying, man? you know, love y'all ladies, man. You know, I really would have loved for some of y'all ladies to come up here on this panel, man, and speak on this, man. But I understand when y'all, you know, a lot of y'all be intimidated to come here and speak or whatever the situation may be. But I just want to encourage the ladies, you know what I'm talking about? I want to encourage the ladies, like, look, I designated Thursday night for y'all because I love y'all. I love ladies. I love women, specifically, especially black women, you know. And, you know, I dedicate Thursday. And I'm about to have some more interviews popping too. Next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, let me check my calendar real quick. All right. Next Thursday, we're going to have my baby girl Yabi back on the show. No, not next Thursday. But on the 7th. Yeah. In 2 weeks, we're going to have my baby Yabi on the show. And we're about to start a new show on A Real Talk where we're going to be, you know what I'm saying, putting y'all up on game about this financial awareness, you know what I'm saying, family planning, family building, you know what I'm saying, investing, communal investing, you know what I'm talking about, diversifying your funds and making your money work for you versus you working for it, you know what I'm talking about? And my girl Yabi, she's a certified bookkeeper and she's licensed in, you know, a lot of different areas of finance and taxing and life insurance. So we're going to have her on the show. She's going to be dropping jewels on how y'all can get the best out of your money and get into some situation where you can make your money work for you instead of busting our tails at these people's jobs and corporations forever. You dig? So we're going to have that for y'all on A Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have the Stacks with the Facts and Yabi show popping. You know, we're going to come up with a nice title for it. It's going to be a beautiful thing. You know, I'm talking about all y'all ladies tap in. You know, so it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. We're going to have her on the show in a couple weeks. So y'all make sure y'all tap in and show y'all support. You dig? You know what I'm saying? We about to get a whole bunch of stuff popping, man. Me and King L's about to get the E&E sports show popping for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all sports heads out there, we're going to be bringing y'all a sports show, E&E style. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. Tap in, walk with us. You know what I'm saying? We diversifying the content. You know what I'm saying? When you monetize, you got to make sure you take advantage of the opportunity. So we about to make that happen, man. Appreciate all y'all support. Everybody that come in and tap in, man. Y'all should support all the real ones. Shout out to my brother, Mr. O, with the info, man. Go subscribe to his page. My brother, Red Supreme TV 1, Red Supreme TV 2. Go subscribe to that brother. My man, Nike Boy Zeke. You hear me? Nike Boy Zeke. He in jail right now. YouTube jail, but I think he's supposed to be getting out, I think, today. Go over there, subscribe to Nike Boy Zeke. You know what I'm saying? And Nike Boy Zeke dash topic. Go get that music, man. That Ooh tape. That's the hardest mixtape out. You dig? Support the real ones, man. You hear me? Support all the real ones. You dig? Support my brother Sir Ism. Triple OG on that West Coast, you know, talking about that northern region. You did that Bay Area, that Yay area, dropping that game. You hear me? I got some cold game from my brother Ism and the homie Aunt T last night. Shout out to them, brother. Go subscribe to the brother Aunt T. You hear me? Dropping that cold Jewel game on me last night, man. Up and coming content creator. I appreciate that. I ain't never one of these dudes to think I'm just so much that I can't get no game or no info or no advice from nobody, man. Steel sharpens steel. You did? Y'all see I still got my pops around, and I'm thankful for that, man. Who y'all think I go to for guidance, man? Still got my pops here, man, tapping in. This Sunday, we get into it. Part 2, the spiritual roots of life and death. Let's go. You hear me? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man. Ladies, this song is for y'all, I'm pretty sure, when my brother Glitch the Guarantee. You understand me? And my brother-in-law, Sister Sick, featuring my brother King Els. I know they had y'all in mind when they made this song. You know what I mean? Tap in, walk with us, man.
What up? You busy? I don't even care.
Oh my God, Marcus.
I'm about to shoot through. Yeah. Coming right now.
You got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now. Right now, it's me and you, chilling out by the pool, living our best lives, we blowing the best fruit. Sweet is the best fruit, for starters, you make a nigga blush. We on a journey, I promise you, we ain't gotta rush. Skin soft as the best silk, I gotta touch every part of your body before I tear it up. After we flood the sheets, we gotta paddle up. It be that arch in your back that have a nigga stuck. Back shots, I'm giving you on the regular. Non-stop flights, we doing all the etc. You was so fine, I figure I gotta marry ya. Head be the best, I'm probably gonna have to calendar. Count the paper while we rolling up. Get the bread right, shit, I'm trying to live it up. Glance over just so I can see your bright smile. Let's get it in, shit, I'm talking about right now. Yeah, you got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
Right now, put your boy shit soon as she leave the house. Still looking for the score like a kill count. Full of different shit, hope you all into this. Sick, heavy, twisted, all bitten shit. Yeah, going hard, none of that timid shit. Last time she said harder, I did it. Talking right now, pipe down, lights down. Love see you squeeze the sheets, feel a bite down. Ain't it nice how when you lie down, put your legs up, from the side down, put you on top, help you drive down. Love how you saddled it, watch you climb down. Now I'm in deep, watch you clutch sheets. Love when you exhale like a spreadsheet. Wanna take some good notes, probably write it down. She wants some nauseous. Right now.
You got me feeling for you right now.
Right now.
Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now.
Light up.
Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype
That's
now.
true.
Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now.
Right now.
Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down.
Teddy B.
Legs up, got them doing suicides now.
Shake it.
Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
PK, pick a pussy, probably wetter than Pacific. Twisted like a ghetto bird, trying to say Pacific. Like excellence, Bruce, see right how I kick it. If I ask, space some leather seeds, best believe she with it. This is King Talk, tell them niggas catch her. Outfield niggas just say I don't rest up. Bless her. Bae says she want tequila liquor. Now we extra ingredients, the liquor at the party scene. Dope, headed home on the E-way, connect us in HS. Express how the scene play, getting top down on the E-way with the top down. King getting rolled while he drove, now we hot now. Home plate mode, I ain't even hit the driveway. Word to Usher, King always did it my way. Said I owed a dick, so I got some debts to pay. She will role play right now, just press play.
You got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.